Hello, interwebs. I am coughing, but you can't catch it because it's a computer and it's not that kind of virus. Bum, bum. I am gonna review just a little tiny stack of comical books, cause last night at the Famous Old Faces we had a round table and I was up really late answering trivia questions to win crappy trades that nobody wanted, but they were free
the one I got.
and it was cool, so I won. Da da da. Okay, this is F3G2. I am a moron. Those are some comical books. First up, Batman. Flower power. Number 48. Ooh, this is the goodness. You've got Bruce on the cusp of accepting who he was. You've got Jim Gordon on the cusp of being killed by flower people. You've got the Joker on the cusp of suicidal self-awareness. Bum, bum, bum. So many metaphors. I think it's actually up to meta 5, possibly meta 6 at this point. They were everywhere. They were just abound. So damn good, and a great sequence. We already know that by issue 50, Bruce is officially back in the suit as the Bat. So this ends with, while all this Bloom's Mr. Bloom's army is taking over, there's all sorts of chaos. If there's one thing that Scott Snyder loves to do in his Batman story arcs, it's just whole, he doesn't just affect, and this story takes place in this dark alley of Gotham. No, and all of Gotham is in shambles. He likes to do that.
And throw people off cliffs.
But while everyone else is dealing with that chaos and like an army of mecha bat armored police officers, you've got Alfred sitting there watching this happen, and you hear the bangs in the background, and Alfred's like, no, and you're thinking to him like he's hearing the bangs of the chaos in the streets, but no, he's sitting there going, curling up, covering his ear with one hand and one stump, and all the bang. He's like, I can't hear you, and then the door kicks open, and all the banging was Bruce, covered in blood, having fought his way there, just saying the simple words, "Take me to my cave." I think I'll wet myself. So damn good. Hellcat 1 and 2. 1 came out before this, but I'd say last month, but it's a Marvel book. It doesn't have to be last month. They like to do the 2 a month, whatever. This is so damn good. Of all of those books so far where they've done this kind of revamp, like they've done this with Batgirl, and the new Ms. Marvel is sort of in this style. Squirrel Girl. This is my favorite. It's just been it's been great. It just started off with, okay, and we're gonna run with this, and they did. And Hellcat is both scary and adorable, and the new supporting cast, the old supporting cast, the idea of not heroes for hire, but heroes who need work. She's starting like a temp agency, a job placement agency for people who have powers, but really don't want to be like, I don't want to join the Avengers. I'm not really a superhero. Yeah, I have telekinesis, but can I get a job at a bookstore, lifting heavy things with my mind onto the shelves?
Be a mover.
That kind of deal. Or for the, what's one of the main tropes of comic books, of superhero comic books? Oh, I've been so busy fighting crime, but I don't have any money coming in. Well, now you can find jobs. Either with your powers, or at least, like some people, you become a mutant or an inhuman. You wake up and you have, a fishtail where your face should be. Not many people go, yeah, I can look past that and hire you. So they will help find that. Obi-Wan Kenobi, babysitter from a distance. Star Wars number 15 is good. It flashes back to that in-between of young Luke being a not-so-stiff and uncharming version of his little father. It's like it's his young Anakin days. He wants to race, he wants to hang out with his friends, he wants to whatever. And Obi-Wan is watching the distance, trying to make sure, even though he's not allowed near the family because Uncle Owen's like, nah. He wants to be able to say, look, I'm doing what I can to get you ready, because while your uncle wants to stop you from running into any trouble, trouble's coming. It'll get. Speaking of trouble, I hate Fairyland number 4. She can't be killed in Fairyland because Gertrude is a guest of Fairyland, so therefore the fairy magic's not allowed to kill her. The fairy queen can't just come out and execute her like she wishes to. But now there's a new little girl in Fairyland, and according to the rules, whoever gets to the key first, the one that gets to the key first gets to go back home. The one that doesn't becomes a permanent resident of Fairyland, and then that protection wears off. So it's all basically a giant setup. They let another girl into Fairyland for the sole purpose of getting her out so they can kill Gertrude. Gertrude, not thrilled. Teaming up with some darker forces, like you do. The squished thing. Ant-Man number 4, so good. Ant-Man is, working for his ex. Can't seem to say no to the daughter of to Tombstone's daughter, the new Beetle, who keeps just getting in his bed while belittling him the whole time. Ant-Man is clearly codependent.
Very.
This introduces the all different Giant Man, which clearly is not the all different Giant Man that a friend of ours was talking about last night. He said the all different Giant Man was an Asian guy who was using his powers this one way. This one seems to be a Hispanic guy who seems to be teamed up with the Unicorn as, he's like a brand new low-level villain. I want to do a specific shout-out to the artist on it, because Ramon Rosanas, it's so beautifully clean. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. I want to say it's like Marcus Toe, Chris Sprouse, young Kevin McGuire, and Jesus Saez all had a baby. It's like this guy is the secret lab project of like someone trying to take all of my favorite types of artists and merge them into one Das Uber artist.
Yeah.
So.
And it does well.
Yeah. So well played there. Mad scientists with dreams of comic art cloning. Captain Marvel number 1, really good. I had my doubts because I really, really, really loved everything Kelly Sue DeConnick did with it. I wasn't sure, and the character was never one that was high on my list, so I wasn't sure whether I liked how much I liked the character versus how much I just liked Kelly Sue DeConnick. But this, with the new team of oh, Marvel, why do you always hide this stuff? Seems like the kind of thing you'd want to put somewhere obvious. Michelle Fazekas and Tara Butters are the writers. Chris Anka is the artist, and Matthew Wilson on colors. It's beautiful. I also had problems with the idea of Alpha Flight being the name of a satellite. I don't know. I assume it's a joint effort with Canada because Ms. Marvel is clearly U.S. Air Force. But on board the Alpha Flight satellite, you have Sasquatch, Puck, and Aurora. Not so much for the rest of the team, but I'll take it. I've got some actual Alpha Flight people on there, and some of my favorites. Puck in this is drawn kind of like I don't know. He's like a cross between any dwarf from a Dungeons and Dragons could, but he's like a little fanboy perv when it comes to Captain Marvel herself. So I'm cool with that. And it's good. She's not settling for a desk job. She's still going to be the action, but Rocket Raccoon tells her it's going to be a desk job because she's in charge of this, and it's basically their what's her name is there Brand that used to be in charge of Sword, and this is like the new Sword, the Sword replacement. So like space liaison, defense protection, blah blah blah, and only with it's Captain Marvel and like a third of Alpha Flight in space. I'm in.
And Agent Brand.
Yeah, well, she's just there to be mad. Blood Feud number 4 from Oni Press. We're calling Bun right in do. Andrew Moss drew it. This is a story of basically Redneck Town versus hillbilly vampires. And
I just love that
it's
concept.
Cullen Bunn's Redneck Town versus hillbilly vampires. It's what if True Blood had a similar locale but more of a monster movie feel than a porno movie feel? And it's Cullen Bunn. So therefore, I don't need to tell you that I love it and you should be reading it. It's only up to 4 issues. Go get it. Why are you not? Go.
Stop. You're going to fall out of the chair.
I bet this sucks if you have an HD big old screen. Legacy of Luther Strode. How to be the best warrior and still find enlightenment and want peace. So yeah, this is issue number 4. We had a bit of a hiatus. But now we're on a bit of a low-atus, so it's back. It's Luther Strode. You either know this or you don't. And if you don't know this, go know this. And if you do know this, you don't need me to tell you how just awesome it is. So, go now. Be set free. Nothing to do. Oh, sorry, I was about to break into... yeah. Like a real reptile. Brian Azzarello and Juando's American Monster from Aftershock. There is a hideously scarred guy. It's how do I describe this? We're introduced to our cast and a handful of other people. It's small town America heist meets if you liked things like Men of Wrath, Southern Bastards, this is for you. I liked both of those. This is for me. Plus, Azzarello. Why? What?
Yeah, exactly.
There's certain words that it's Azzarello with like a gritty country crime feel. Duh.
There you go.
Go get that. Rachel Rising. Speaking of gritty, I crawled back from the dead. Rachel is using her ability to help Aunt Johnny, who as you know is the mortician. Rachel, having come back from the dead, also has the ability she can touch dead things and see their last moments. Except one skeleton, and they're not sure why. Is it that it's too old? Is it that she needs more of the actual fleshy organic matter rather than calcified bone? We don't know. But then she sees in the death of a drowned victim, she sees Malice, the demon that's out to get them all. So that's always, and he can see her, even though it's a memory. Yeah, she's seeing something in the past. He could see at that time. He could see her looking back, and just threatens her and the crew. This is a great book because it's not just it's not just a horror.
It's clever horror?
It's beyond that. It's almost what was the term they used to use? They probably still use, but I'm blanking on the term of
Noir?
no. It's not horror related term.
Gotcha.
It's slice of life. It's almost like slice of life with heart. So there's enough. This just seems, enough. Mundane isn't the right word, but it sort of is enough non-supernatural, enough natural that when the supernatural kicks in, it becomes that much more poignant, that much more believable. You're that much more ready for the feels because it's not just, well, in this world, these things happen. It really makes you feel like this could be happening over there, and then, oh shit, this happened. So, I mean, it's Terry Moore. So, a lot of people in this stack here that, it's just like, they did this, so it's good. Why am I even reviewing? This is why critics are so unnecessary. We really are.
But you do love to talk.
I do love to talk. You guys are in luck, though, because... Again, I didn't get to the rest of these, so I have nothing else to review, so be good.
Thanks for watching another video from Gonna Geek. If you like geeky stuff, check out our podcast network, our news and articles, and our community forums. You can find it all at GonnaGeek.com, like us at Facebook.com/GonnaGeek, tweet us at GonnaGeek, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GonnaGeek, and check out our live programming at GonnaGeek.com/live.